Welcome to the magical kingdom of Morocco and the Medina of Marrakech. This Medina quarter in Marrakech comprises of an old fortified city packed with vendors and their stalls. Marrakech is one of the busiest cities in Africa and serves as a major tourist attraction. The Souks of Marrakech, which are the covered markets, are a must-see for any tourist. Souks are an exciting and passionate place to visit. They can seem a little overwhelming at first, just given the pure number of people and motorbikes whizzing around, often almost knocking you over. But if you accept it for what it is and love the passion and the difference in cultures, then it really can be an amazing experience. Marrakech also has some spectacular places to visit and just lovely buildings and surroundings to get out of the hustle and bustle of the souks. This one is called Bahia Palace and it was built in the 19th century, has about 150 rooms, so it takes a while to get around, but the patios and gardens were outstanding. We just loved the tranquility and the peacefulness that the gardens gave us during the busy days that we had wandering around the city. Jemaa el-Fnaa Square in Marrakech fills with all magicians and musicians and peddlers of food and stalls that you can explore. And here we are going on a tour of the souks at night through the, again, winding streets and learning all about the different trades that they have in the city, such as this bakery.
In the morning, bread is from the other houses in this community. Then we use as flour. You stand up now. This is the Wall Street of Marrakech. Yeah, why Wall Street? Because here is the auction. If some guys, collect carpets from tribes, they bring them here to sell them for those merchants in the auction. They're looking after their house, and they feel they are free. They do something to help their husband. This is one section, a section for lamps. Lamps made by hand with copper. Yeah. Big lamp.
Wow.
Anywhere you see this is nice, you can take pictures. No problem. Wow. Yeah, those are my family. I grew up in this market. Yeah. Yes.
Walking around the souks with a local really is a great way to see the city and just learn about the souks and learn about the culture of the city. We even got shown into a riad, which is a traditional Moroccan house or palace with an interior courtyard or garden, quite unique to Morocco. Certainly I hadn't seen them before, and we got to walk around this person's home, which was a lovely real life insight into how they live.
Stuck into water. How many waters have you just had? Two massive waters. Careful, you need to go to the toilet.
Finishing our tour at the one and only Jemaa el-Fnaa Square, which is actually made a UNESCO masterpiece of the oral and intangible heritage of humanity, which I didn't know existed until I looked it up on Wikipedia a minute ago. But it's to celebrate the active concentration of traditional activities by storytellers, musicians and performers, and it was a great place to sit and overlook for a few minutes before we headed on and walked around the square. After a street use, el-Badi Palace, the palace's construction was funded by a substantial ransom paid by the Portuguese after the Battle of the Three Kings. With a mix of Berber, Arab, Andalusian and Mediterranean cuisines, Moroccan cuisine is world-renowned, and so we were lucky enough to go to Chef Layla's house and learn from her. First, a visit to the market.
Ça c'est notre première salade eggplant. Comme tu peux choisir eggplant, please give green, black, green is small. Very good. Rosé, no good. Green, no good.
Yes, chef.
Yellow or green parts, it's not good because it's not right yet.
Ça, very good. Okay? Mais ça, on a choisi de la tête.
Now on our way through a suburb of Marrakech to Chef Layla's house to cook.
Here comes the tea. This is going to be a groundbreaking documentary. Hi, we're here with Mama
Layla.
Layla.
Mama Layla.
Mama Layla,
Yes.
teach us to cook, chop stuff up. Wait, teach us to cook again.
I love you.
I love you too. Love you too. You want to say
Thank you.
something to the fans back in Scotland?
Hello. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Here's your chance to shine, chef. Yes, chef.
Yes.
What are you going to be making today?
Sorry.
Qu'est-ce que
Qu'est-ce que tu veux faire?
tu veux faire?
Alors, on a fait 4 salades,
Okay.
eggplant, zucchini, tomatoes with onion, carrots, et fennel. 5 salades.
Ooh, parfait.
Appetizer. Main dish, on a fait chicken with lemon.
Okay.
Dessert, on a fait pastilla with milk.
Yay! Spices, tomatoes.
Alors, spices, turmeric, sweet paprika, black pepper, cinnamon, 36 easy peas, ginger. Et
Nice.
saffron, pure saffron.
Saffron, real saffron. None of your fake stuff.
Okay? Et pure olive oil.
Whoa.
Chef Layla was a fantastic and joyous cook, and we really enjoyed our time learning all about Moroccan cuisine, using kitchen tools that they use in Morocco and the spices that they use and different techniques, and everyone in this experience had a wonderful time. One of the tips she was teaching us about here is how to wash chicken, which I don't think many of us do, but she actually puts it in a mixture of vinegar and water and lets it sit for 15 minutes and scrubs it before she cooks it.
On a clean it fortement pour enlever le test de vinaigre et sel. Please regarde bien la différence de ça c'est sterilize with vinaigre, ça non sterilize. Ok? Nous les Marocains on a fait combien de fois? Nous on a enlevé. One pièce. احنا ما كنجيبوش.
So we like to cut in much.
Here's chef in her kitchen. Chef's helper.
Yeah, this is
Alors, on a mashed eggplant
Okay.
with
Sage it.
tomatoes for sécher. Ok? Like this.
That's how you do it.
And after all the cooking, it came to the moment of truth, and everyone couldn't wait to get stuck in. The smell was intense, and everyone was really looking
Yeah,
forward to
big
it.
reveal.
This is gonna be it.
1, 2,
Wow. What is it? Paella.
Alors nous, on a été like this. Mais vous continuez.
Left off.
if you want to use the fork, use it. Otherwise, if you want to like us, you can just grab it from. To say welcome to the guests, usually to girls coming to homes, they will give them henna as a welcoming gift. Otherwise, if they don't give them henna, it's You are not welcome.
Oh. Meow.
We also give tourists henna because there is a lot of scammer ladies in the square.
More
They
scams.
will just grab your hands and offer you free henna. After they give you the henna, they will ask for outrageous prices. So we give this as a gift to stay away from the scammers.
Oh, thank you.
Alors tu laisses 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, tu wash your hands.
Okay.
So quick.
Yes, 1 minute.
Henna is a long-standing part of Moroccan culture and is traditionally used in relation to wedding rituals and other important celebrations. But just as frequently now, it's given to tourists, and here's Saskia with her name or possibly her name on her hand. Separating the Mediterranean and Atlantic coastlines from the Sahara Desert, the Atlas Mountains are a jewel in Morocco's crown. We went to see what all the fuss was about, and we also saw some amazing scenery and views and Berber villages along the way.
We don't know where we are. Just been up. Lots of winding passes, instant in the toilet. Women fell over, so that's the big news here.
2,500 kilometers long, the Atlas Mountains stretch through Algeria, Morocco, and Tunisia. And we saw a lot of the winding roads and a lot of the work that had been done by the Moroccans to improve their road infrastructure.
What's been your favourite bit of lunch?
The oranges and the tomato salad. I'm sitting in the sun.
What's the best bit about this restaurant hotel?
It's got a nice view.
No clue. Right behind you.
Gladiator.
Gladiator mural.
Not just Gladiator though, The Mummy, Alexander, Game of Thrones, Prince of Persia, Kingdom of Heaven have all been filmed at this Aït Benhaddou, which is a tiny medieval town in southwestern Morocco. I can just see Maximus Decimus Meridius here. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Favourite movie that got filmed here?
Probably Gladiator because that's the only one I know.
Not Hidalgo.
Or La Biblia.
Or Prince of Persia 2.
No, I'm going to stick with my first answer.
So this is what's known as Aqsa. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, but it's a fortified town that would have been inhabited by Berbers, the indigenous population of the area. More time in the car, eating some chocky bickies. Crossing some rivers again by these stepping stones, the locals having a bit of a laugh at our expense. Welcome to Todgha Gorge, described by Lonely Planet as being stuck between a rock and a hard place. I like that. It's a sublime experience where a 300-meter deep fault splits the orange limestone into a deep ravine, at some points just wide enough for a crystal clear river and single file trekkers to squeeze through. Cold in the morning air, we set off on this hike up the Todgha Gorge, zigzagging our way through the perfectly still and beautiful crystal clear sky. slowly but surely the sun came over the sides of the ravine and brought the temperature up. That, with progressing further and further up the valley, raised our temperatures, and soon jackets were off. Pretty popular with tourists at the bottom, but as we progressed, we didn't see many people apart from a few locals who seemed to use the path.
She's like, no, okay, don't pet the dogs.
Oh, don't pet the dogs. Okay, no.
This
Sank.
sank.
Yeah, this.
Yeah,
Yeah, this sank.
sank.
Yeah, sank. This.
Mm,
This. Sank.
She got more than you.
No, sank.
I know, she got
This
10.
sank. This sank. This.
What am I gonna do?
No photo, madame. This sank.
I know, she's petting the dogs. You need to pay for petting the dogs, she says. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Gave the lady the chocolate.
She was happy.
Reaching the saddle of the mountain and picture-perfect views, we had fun interacting with some of the locals. Unfortunately, we'd run out of money, so we had to give some chocolate away at one point, but it was all good fun and just had a lovely time walking through the arid landscape. We happened across this nomadic settlement where they'd made homes out of caves and they'd put up large tents to use through the summer, we were told by one of the guys hanging out there with some kids. The hike finished off with a dramatic descent down to the settlement beside Todgha Gorges. Onwards to the desert and Erg Chebbi, which is one of Morocco's several ergs, large seas of dunes formed by wind-blown sand.
Your camera away from man.
An obligatory sunset camel ride through the desert.
What's his name?
I will ask him. هناك ما تقاس اسم ما يقاس اسم يرعمان راه إشعلين his name is إشعلين
Ali.
إشعلين إشعلين
Ishalin.
Hello. Come on, Shaker.
Yeah.
Although a bit touristy, it was actually quite fun riding the camels, more so just to see the sand dunes and the setting sun and the shadows that was casting as we rode the camels through the dunes.
Erg Chebbi. Yeah, go. Is that it? Gonna run. Run! I made it! Look.
Erg Chebbi is often used for films because of its stunning expanse of iconic fire orange sand dunes. The setting fireball sun as we trekked with the camels over to our camp was really something to behold.
Dear one, in the Sahara, Saskia Layton. Have you made any friends?
Just my camel.
Just the camel fish.
It's not called fish, he's called Ish.
Ish the fish.
Ishaline.
Oh, look, here he is. There's a man with some oranges. Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Tell us about what's happening.
We're waiting for our camels.
Camel ride. It's
Yeah.
about 10 to 7. Well, maybe it's like 7 now. Got some stars, we've got some camels.
A fantastic experience, and what a way to see the sand dunes, the desert, the camels, the stars, but it really is freezing cold at night. Back to Marrakech and New Year. What better way to bring in the new year than quad biking? Driving around the lunar landscape outside of Marrakech on quad bikes gave us a good chance to reflect on Morocco and the journey so far. The intensity of Marrakech really needs to be experienced to understand, and we enjoyed getting to know and understand the ways of Moroccan people and Moroccan culture, especially the cuisine, which is fantastic. Despite that, I think we were ready for something a bit more chilled out and relaxed, and so our next destination of Essaouira was just the ticket. Essaouira is a port city and resort on Morocco's Atlantic coast. Its old town is protected by 18th century seafront ramparts called the Scala de la Caspa, which were designed by European engineers, and old brass cannons line the wall and their ocean views. Hassle-free souks exist in Essaouira compared to the likes of Marrakech. Local specialities include pottery, vibrant local art, raffia shoes, and organic argan oil, the country's liquid gold.
My name is Aisha.
Aisha. Okay, Aisha, tell us about what you're doing here with the argan oil.
Yes. This literally for argan.
This is the argan oil tree.
Oil.
So that's where it comes out of the tree, like.
Yes.
Okay.
After broken.
Yeah.
From ça.
And then you break off the husk.
After.
Comes down to this.
Yes. After this.
Okay.
Woman.
This lady is preparing it. Looks like hard work.
Cooking.
Toasted. That's for toasting it, for the toasted one.
And this la pâte for argan.
Okay. And then what do you put it in the bottles?
This woman working.
This lady
After. They give me.
picks, and she gives that to you. You distill it. Let's see the bottle.
And this I put here. Filtration.
That clarifies it.
Natural.
And then it's all natural and it's put in there.
I put
So let's hope Jaeger's happy supporting these ladies.
there.
Ooh, lovely. And then that all goes into these beautiful bottles. Sorry.
This one.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Perfect.
After comes up. Up. 1 minute.
And then you're going to put a label on it.
Check it.
And this all supports local community and small prices. And then people buy it, yay! 30 dirhams, bargain. Here we are.
Got a new scarf.
New scarf and new ring. What's your name? Brahim. And this is your shop.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing this?
Long time.
Jewelry salesman.
20 years ago.
20 years.
A long time.
Okay. I'm going to show everyone all of your lovely merchandise.
Men for Sahara, for Tuareg. Asking men for Tuareg from Sahara.
Okay, thank you very much. Gonna look at the merchandise.
Take it.
Which ring did you select?
I got this one.
This one.
Blue with the scarf, nice
Blue with
color.
the scarf,
Yeah,
nice colour.
matches.
Great
This
prices, very
color
cheap
never
prices.
change. They stay all time like this. You wash it 2 times a day, never move.
Never
Never
changes
move.
colour.
Because it's good quality.
Good quality. It feels good quality.
Yeah, very heavy cotton.
You want
Lovely.
one for you?
No, I think I'm okay, thanks. I'm not cool enough.
And we have a tea, Berber whiskey.
Berber, Berber whiskey.
Berber
Happy
whiskey.
New Year.
Happy New Year. Not whiskey, but Berber whiskey.
Another Moroccan sunset, and it's easy to see why plenty of expats have made Essaouira their home, including this Italian family who run this restaurant in the centre of the Medina. Bright, breezy and laid back, Essaouira is an enchanting alternative to the frenetic melting pot of Marrakech. The town's name means a little picture in Arabic, and it's a painter's dream location, enclosed by fairy tale sand-coloured ramparts and imposing stone gates. A UNESCO heritage site and used unsurprisingly by Hollywood, notably latterly by the producers of Game of Thrones. Khaleesi. The fishing port itself must be one of the most beautiful in the world, with cats running around and begging for fish scraps off the local fishermen, or lazily posing for the tourists. Good way to enjoy the scenery, sit and chat about Game of Thrones perhaps.
Yeah, but you definitely need the right weather for it because everything in Scotland is outside.
Yeah.
So you need to.
I think Game of Thrones was filmed up partly in Scotland.
Was it?
Ireland.
Ireland, yeah.
Ireland, yeah.
A freshly caught oyster in the port.
Do you ever try these?
I have never tasted
Some local delicacies. No, I insist.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna have his first oyster. How'd you like it?
Good.
Good?
Good, yeah.
Gonna take. About a lovely holiday you've had?
It's a lovely holiday.
Lovely holiday we've had.
Essaouira is so relaxing.
So where's chill zone?